Apparently, this is what happens when you go for an all-female crew and a majority-female cast for your show. She-Hulk ratings in the gutter. First Marvel show not to make top 10. Kevin Feige has another MCU bust on his hands as fans keep tuning out of Marvel. This is continuing to show that there is a total disastrous thing that is happening with the MCU right now, which is just crazy to think, because just a few years ago, people were like, oh, Marvel is unstoppable. There is nothing that Marvel can do wrong. They continue to put out great movie after great movie, and it continues to be awesome for fans. Fans love what Marvel is doing. Now look at where we're at with Marvel. Marvel has gone the same way as Star Wars and all these other franchises. It has become a Disney-fied mess, and people are seeing through just how much crap there is in the MCU at this point. Much like Ms. Marvel, the She-Hulk ratings are also in the gutter, where it's actually worse, as She-Hulk is the first Marvel show at Disney Plus not to make any of Nielsen's top 10 lists. That is absolutely horrific for this show. The first episode of She-Hulk, which also featured Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, debuted on August 18 on Disney Plus. But at least, everyone, at least we can look at the show and herald it as some sort of woke achievement. At least we can give it that, right? And that means more than the ratings, right? That is what, of course, they would say, but it's complete malarkey. That is not at all what they're... This right here, what's happening with She-Hulk, is not going over well at Marvel. The first episode of Ms. Marvel made Nielsen's top 10 original list, but the ratings quickly dropped as Ms. Marvel's second episode failed to make the Nielsen's top 10 original list. The first time ever for a Marvel show, and now She-Hulk shares the same company. Yikes. This is bad. This is really, really bad. But, of course, audiences are continuing to reject this garbage. As we can see on Rotten Tomatoes, the score for this continues to get lower and worse. And now you have the media turning against She-Hulk as well. She-Hulk Attorney at Law Episode 5 review. No heart and no laughs. Finally, people are starting to catch on to the fact that She-Hulk is a trash show. We've been trying to tell you for weeks now at this point, and finally people are starting to wake up to see that, which is crazy because when She-Hulk first came out and it was available to review on Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score was what? At like, it was like a 70, 80%. I think it was 80% if I'm not mistaken. Might have been 70, but it was definitely up there higher. And now look how much it's dropped. It's dropped 50% of that score since it first was out, and that is absolutely tragic for the show. It is absolutely a sign that She-Hulk is a complete disaster and people are turning off more and more to the show. Episode 5 was complete crap, okay? Nothing is happening in this show, at least nothing that is worthwhile. All we're getting are 20-minute episodes where they think that they're being super clever and funny, but really it is all ridiculous nonsense, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and it is some of the most cringy stuff that I've seen in a show in a very long time. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you think about the continual disaster of the She-Hulk situation? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.